What if I told you there is a blockchain where users' transaction isn't public by default? Where you can actually build DeFi application, healthcare systems, voting platform without exposing everyone's business to the world. I'm about to show you Midnight and why it changes everything about blockchain development. I am Idris Olubisi, developer educator at Midnight Foundation. If you are tired of explaining to clients why entire financial history is visible on Etherscan, or why you can't build HIPAA compliant apps on blockchains, this video is for you. Today, I will show you exactly what Midnight is, why it is built differently, and most importantly, how can you start building privacy-preserving application without becoming a cryptography expert. Let's be honest about our current blockchains. Every transaction, balance, smart contract interaction is public on-chain forever. That's not a bug, it's the design. But then it means you can not build any compliant financial application, healthcare system, or even enterprise solutions. On the flip side, it also means that privacy coins go too far the other way. Everything is hidden, making regulatory compliance impossible. But businesses need something in between. They need selective disclosure, a system where they can choose what is private and what is transparent, transaction by transaction. Midnight is a data protecting blockchain that gives you that choice. How? We separate what happens publicly on-chain from what stays privately on users' machine. Using zero-knowledge proof, users can prove things are true without revealing the underlying data. Think of it like this. Instead of showing your entire bank statement to prove that you can afford the rent, you have a system that can show that you can afford that particular rent or you have more than a particular amount. Another example is, instead of revealing who voted for whom, you prove that this vote is valid and hasn't been counted twice. This isn't theoretical, it is running on testnet right now and you can give it a try. Here is what shocked me when I joined Midnight. You don't even need PhD in cryptography to build here. Everything is so simplified and you can get access to read every detail and customize your own application the way you want it. So most of your decentralized application uses regular TypeScript. If you want to build a front-end application, the business logic, the API call, all of these things could be done in TypeScript just like what you are used to. How about smart contracts? We have compact programming language that can allow you to build privacy-preserving smart contracts, and it's also TypeScript alike. So here is a simple token contract where you can take a look at what the compact syntax looks like, quite similar to TypeScript, but with circuit. A function called transfer, and then where you can specify the address that you want to transfer this asset to, the value that you want to transfer. And finally, you can also check if the caller has enough balance before trying to initiate the transfer. Then if that passed through, then the next thing is you want to update the balances, right? You minus the value from the sender and then add it to the receiver's balance. And that's it. The compact compiler handles all the zero-knowledge proof generation. All you just need to do is to write a normal code and then we handle cryptography. How exactly is Midnight doing this? Midnight uses something called the Kachina model. Alright, don't let the name scare you, right? It's very easy to understand. So first, your private data stays on your machine and never gets uploaded anywhere. Secondly, the proof generation happens locally via a proof server. And then finally, only the proof and the public data goes on chain. This is what it looks like when you make a transaction. Your local proof server generates a ZK proof. The blockchain verifies the proof is valid, and then finally nobody learns about your private information. It's like having a notary who can verify your signature is real without reading your documents. What can you actually build today? Here are some of the things our partners are already doing. First thing, regulatory compliant DeFi applications. DEX is where other books are public, but the actual trades are private. No more front running, no more MEV. Then we have healthcare systems. Patient payment stays confidential, insurance claims process automatically, and audit trails exist without exposing PHI. And then we also have voting platforms where secret ballot with public and verifiable results. which is quite perfect for DAOs that needs privacy. And then we also have the identity verification category, where you can prove anything. Basically, prove you are 18 without revealing your birth date, prove you are accredited without showing your bank balance. So for tokens, here is one killer feature I really find interesting, which is the atomic swap between different assets. Everything happening while maintaining privacy. Our Zswap protocol makes this possible. If you want to try it out today, here is how simple it is to get started. First, you need to install the tools that is required for you to start building a privacy preserving application. You need to install Docker for proof server, set up your Node.js for development, and also your preferred IDE. And secondly, you need some testnet tokens to test transactions. So you can install the Lace Wallet extension on Chrome, and then you hit our faucet for free TDOS token to test your application. And finally, you get to run your first application. To get started easily, you can do a git clone to our example counter and then run npm install and follow the instruction on the README to get started immediately. And that's it. You are building on Midnight already. The proofs run locally in Docker and your private data never leaves your machine. The SDK handle all of the complex, cryptography, and you don't have to worry about them. We keep talking about mainstream adoption, but we can't get there if transaction is public forever. Midnight changes that equation. You can finally build apps that respect users' privacy while maintaining the benefit of blockchain. In the next video, I'm diving deep into how Midnight handles two fundamental blockchain models, UTXO and accounts, and also why we support both. I will link in the description below where you can get started immediately, our Midnight documentation, and also link to our testnet faucet and our forum for support if you need anything. If you are building anything that needs privacy, either DeFi application, healthcare, gaming, identity solution, come and build on Midnight today. We are here to help you. If you have any question, drop them below. I personally respond to everything and make sure you're successful. See you in the next one.